Okay, William, here is your 7002. Like I said, looking at it, my absolute first impression is it's completely original. And then when I popped the back off, that really confirmed it. I mean, the dial is exactly as it should be, and the hands are exactly as they should be. The case polish is original. But then you pop the back off and you see what we're really dealing with, which is, completely original, shining movement. No hazing, no oxidation. It's just dry, but it's totally a runner. I mean, typically for a 7002, it's still giving quite decent numbers despite having pretty much no service history except for one small servicing mark inside the case back. It's cryptic. I don't know what it means or how old it is. These marks typically were only meant for the watchsmith who made them, and so I don't really pay attention to them. I really only think about the numbers that I see on the time grapher here. So here's our time grapher. I have not adjusted or done anything to your watch, nothing. So these are the raw numbers that it's giving out. You can see it's got a little bit of beat error here. That's when the tick doesn't match the talk in duration, swings a little further one way versus the other. It's out of alignment with the where the pallet fork flips over. So that's an easy adjustment. It's not a problem, but that's why we're seeing two lines instead of one, because that shows the little bit of beat error that we've got going. We've got a little bit of variability in time, but that's not a big deal. This is what matters, amplitude. 177, that's a little lower than I was seeing. Yesterday I saw some numbers in the 200s, but these watches will easily pump out amplitudes in the 220, 230, 240 range if they're in just okay shape. If they're in good shape, they'll be in the 260, 270, 280 range. So this is definitely, it's running weaker, and it definitely needs some help. But the nice thing is you can see that what this snapshot tells us is that the watch is in good basic condition. There's no noise, no chatter, no extra chunkiness, nothing funky happening. We've got a slight bit of out of adjustment and some weak amplitude, but it is putting out very steady numbers. And that's all good stuff. And we can tell visually that just by looking at the movement that it is bright and that it's definitely a runner. It's never been abused. There's no corrosion inside the watch, nothing. It's just, you can see that it's dirty. There's no lubrication anywhere. But these 7002s are just, they're great movements. And people, some older collectors sort of malign these because they think that they're not as up to snuff as some of the earlier movements. But the thing about the 7002s is they're all metal. The movement ring here is plastic, but so what? The rest of the movement itself is metal. They're great movements, and they're capable of some really excellent durability and accuracy. This is a great watch. Absolutely worth the time and the investment. So you landed on your feet. Good job. Okay, that's it.